good morning, dear children. I hope you're all ready for your English class today. Now, children, last time we had started with a very interesting chapter, The Whale. We read about Abdullah bin Saad and his family. We came to know that he had 3 sons and he took care of his camels like his own children. We also came to know that as the years passed, Abdullah became weak, right? And when he felt that his end was near, he had called his 3 sons and told them that he had kept his will in the pot in the granary. And we had stopped when the children had just started to read the will. Now come, let's see what is written in the will today and proceed with the chapter further. So let's start.
So, children, this is how the will starts. With Allah as my witness, I write that after my death, my house goes to my wife, Ruqayya Khatun. It is up to her to keep it, give it to our sons, or sell it. The decision rests with my wife. Now, with Allah as my witness means that with God as my witness, witness is a person who has seen an event. Now, here we are taking as God sees everything, He is constantly watching His children. So, He says, with God as my witness, I write that after my death, my house will go to my wife, Ruqayya Khatun. Khatun is an Urdu word, okay? It is an Urdu word which means a lady or a wife. Fine? So he says it is up to her that after my death, whether she wants to sell the house, whether she wants to keep the house, or whether she wants to give the house to my sons. Apart from my house, I have no other property. So he says, I have only my house, okay, apart from it. Iske ilawa, I have no other land. However, after my death, my camels, which Abdullah considered as his own children, will be divided between my wife and children. The healthiest and the most handsome camel will go to my wife. The remainder means the rest of the camels, after my wife has taken one, will go to my sons. Ahmad will get half of the remaining camels. Muhammad will get 1/3 of the camels and Mukram will get 1/9. So the eldest son, that is Ahmad, is getting half of the remaining camels. Muhammad is getting 1/3 and Mukram is getting 1/9. That means this is the concept of fractions. This is maths magic. Right? So let's once more see the difficult words that we came across. We came across witness. Witness is a person who sees an event like an accident or a crime. Second, we came across a new word that was khatun. Khatun, it is an Urdu word which means a lady or a wife. Fine. So let's move further. Abdullah bin Saad had 18 camels when he died. The best camel would go to Ruqayya Khatun. Now, after Ruqayya Khatun had taken one camel, how many camels did we have? 17. 17 beasts means 17 animals. Okay? Ahmad demanded his half, but he could not have half of 17 camels, which is 8.5 camels. Now, 8 full camels you can take, but can you divide one camel into half? Half you'll cut the body, half one son will take half the other. It's not possible. No one knew where to get half a camel. Similarly, when Muhammad asked for 1/3 and Makram for 1/9, it proved impossible to divide the camels. The 3 brothers began quarreling they began quarreling with each other. His entire share, each wanting his entire share of the animals. Now, the 3 brothers, see, the father had given so much advice, but when it came to dividing the camels, all the 3 brothers started fighting amongst themselves. Nobody was willing to listen. They just wanted their share. Entire share means complete share. None of them was willing to back down. Back down means none of them was willing to say, okay, it doesn't matter, you can take, you can take 9 camels or you can take, 2 camels, it doesn't matter. the three brothers kept on fighting. Their mother exclaimed that their father was hardly buried and they were already enemies with each other. Their mother exclaimed means their mother, she shouted in stress, she shouted in anger. Exclaimed means when you cry out loudly in anger or maybe in happiness or maybe in surprise, when you show a strong emotion and when you shout loudly. So here the mother is angry and she is frustrated that her three sons are fighting. And it has just been 3 days when they have laid down the body of Abdul bin Saad below the ground. Buried means when you put the body under the ground. When you dig the ground and you put the body inside, that's buried. And she said, you have already become enemies. You're fighting. Okay? Now let's see the new words. First word we read was quarreling, which means fighting. Like these two are fighting. The second one, which is a new word for you people, is exclaimed, which we often use at times. We very frequently use said. But when we are talking strongly or we are showing strong emotion, we can use exclaimed also. It means to cry out suddenly in surprise, anger, or pain. Now let's see the maths magic. Now children, numbers like 1/2, 1/3 and 1/9 are called fractions. You all have read it. You've practiced also in your class 3 maths. A fraction, as you know, is a number that represents the division of whole number of parts. For example, if you have a pizza and you cut it into 4 equal parts, one of those slice is called 1/4. Okay, if I take one slice as shown in the picture, it will be 1/4. Fine. The shaded area in the diagram, which you just saw represents one of the 4 slices of the pizza. That's the reason we wrote it as 1/4. A fraction can also represent a part of the group. For example, if I have 5 candies and I decide to give 2 candies to my friend, the division will be how? 2/5. Understood? So let's continue with our story now. That's why he's divided into 1/9 and 1/3 like that. Makram, the youngest son, saw that their fighting had made their mother sad. Now Makram, being the intelligent one, the youngest son, suddenly remembered the advice of the father. So he saw that his mother had become sad. He thought of his father's advice. Ammi, you are wise. Why don't you tell us what we should do? So suddenly he remembered his father's advice, that he had said that you have to make sure that your mother gets what she wants. Right? So he said, Ammi, you are wise. Wise means a person who has a lot of experience of life, who is very good at making judgments. Right? So he says, Ammi, you are a wise woman. So you only tell us what should we do. Remembering his father's advice, Muhammad decided to indulge his younger brother. Now, Muhammad also suddenly remembers that my father had told me that I have to indulge my younger brother. Indulge means at times I have to agree with whatever he is saying. I have to, tell him, like your parents indulge you at times. You want to buy something, you want to eat something from outside. Your parents, even though they don't want you to eat from outside, but they say that you really want to do it, you really want to eat out, so they say okay, kha lo, koi baat nahi. In the same way, Muhammad also indulged his younger brother as per the advice of his father. He said, yes Ammi, what do you suggest? Ahmad too, now the elder son, he also realized, he also came upon that understanding that his father would want him to respect his mother's wishes. Okay, so the elder son also suddenly realized what the father had said. Tell us, Ammi, what is your wish? He asked. The mother thought for some time. Now, the mother is very wise, okay? You have to remember she is a woman of experience. She is a woman who knows, how to make good judgments. Fine. Wise is a person who has a lot of experience of life, who can make good judgments, fine, who's not, influenced by whatever is happening. Like at times it happens when you see something wrong happening, suddenly you become very angry and you react. You go and start fighting. But Ruqayya Khatun was a wise woman. She knew how to take a good judgment. So she started thinking. Fine. So she started thinking. Then she said, "Let me add my camel to your camels." So, how many camels do we have now? Yes, children. So, how many camels do we have now? Let you all should guess. Within that time, let's see the difficult words. So we read wise. A lot of you confuse intelligent and wise. Beta, intelligent means a person who's very intelligent, means a person who has a sharp brain, okay, and he can do math sums very nicely, who can learn very nicely. But wise is a person who has a lot of knowledge, who is experienced also, who has seen life and who has gone through experiences, and who can make a good judgment of a person or of a situation. Okay? Amalgamation of all the three is a wise person. Whereas intelligent is a person who has a lot of knowledge and can give papers and that. An intelligent person may not necessarily be wise. Fine? The next word which we read last time also and this time also is indulge. Indulge means when you let somebody have or do whatever they want. So let's continue. 18. Yes, said the boys. Ammi said, absolutely correct. Ahmed, you are the eldest, and according to the will, you are given half the camels, right? So you divide 18 by 2, it becomes 9. You get 9 of them. Muhammad, according to the will, you get 1/3 of the camels. 1/3 of the camels means, so 1/3 means you divide 18 by 3, right? So it becomes 6. Makram, according to your father's will, you are given 1/9 of the camels. So 1/9 of 18 is 2 camels. Now Ammi means mother. Now Ammi has divided the camels properly according to the will. Right? Ammi said that the matter was now settled. Settled means it was now solved. Ahmed, the elder son, said, yes, Ammi, I get 9. Muhammad gets 6 and Makram gets 2. My God! Together these come to 17 camels, and he says that when I do the total, when I add all these camels, it comes to 17 camels. So your camel will stay with you. See, Ammi was intelligent. Ammi smiled. She said, your father was a just and an honest man. Just means a person who is fair. Fine. The father made sure, Abdullah bin Saad made sure that everybody got the camels according to his will. Children, I hope you really enjoyed the story and you have understood the story well. Okay. So maybe we'll see you next time. Thank you and have a nice day, children.